Somerset snatched defeat from the jaws of victory as Babar Azam's undefeated 95 was in vain, the home side losing to Hampshire in a vitality blast contest by 4 wickets in the final over. Put in, Somerset lost Tom Banton in the second over with only 3 runs on the board. Kyle Abbott, the successful bowler, James Vince happy with the catch and his decision to field first. It was a struggle for the batsman through the 6 overs of power play, even though Peter Trigo cleared the rope off Abbott, the home side onto 30 for 1 after 6. Oddly, with the fielding restrictions lifted, the runs came much quicker, Trigo smacking Liam Dawson for 10 runs off his first 2 deliveries. Babar Azam was making steadier progress at the other end, but he began to look a good deal more comfortable at the crease as the time passed. His partnership with Trigo had realised 69 runs where the latter had his stumps disturbed by Chris Wood. Somerset on 72 for 2, Trigo gone for 35. In came James Hildreth, and it was just another day at the office for him as he went big off James Fuller. Babar Azam made himself an instant Taunton hero as he completed a 50 off 40 balls and then went after Chris Morris, these 6s coming off successive deliveries. In an over, the 15th of the innings, which went for 22 runs, Hildreth also punishing the bowler as his side looked for a strong finish. That they got, with 74 runs coming off the last 6 overs, Hildreth looking in ridiculously good nick as he raced to 28 from 17. His last saw him bowled by Morris, Somerset onto 148 for 3 with 2 overs remaining. And Babar Azam made the most of those. It was a stunning innings from the 24-year-old Pakistani who really excels at this format, averaging in the mid-50s with a strike rate in the mid-120s. Here he ended just shy of his second T20 100, batting through the innings in making 95 from 61 balls with 9 4s and 3 6s to help his side to an impressive 172 for 3. Jerome Taylor then got the hosts off to the ideal start by quickly removing danger man Riley Russo for 6. That wicket speedily followed up by the one of Vince, held by Lewis Gregory off Craig Overton for a single. Hampshire, struggling in this year's tournament thus far, had slipped to 38 for 3 by the end of the power play. Taylor in the wickets again as he saw off Sam Northeast, who was held by Hildreth. Losing 3 wickets inside the power play always means an uphill battle for the batting team, and although Anna Donald and Dawson were able to forge a partnership, they were left to find 108 runs off the final 10 overs. The visitors then found themselves on 88 for 4, 13 overs in. A nice moment this for Tom Lammonby as he held on his Taunton debut, Donald the man out to Gregory for 48. Morris came in and quickly entertained, swiping 2 6s from the 6 balls he faced, the last of which saw him castled by Overton. 61 runs now required for the final 5 overs with 5 men out. It was in the 17th over where the mood changed in an instant. Fuller had just come in, and what a difference he made to proceedings, hitting Taylor for 3 maximums in the over, which also included a 4, as 24 runs were taken from it to suddenly give Hampshire a chance, as the target was reduced to 32 from the last 3 overs. With 14 runs coming for the next over delivered by Roland van der Merwe, it was the visitors who from nowhere had become firm favourites, 18 runs needed off 12 balls. So it was with massive relief that Fuller was taken behind off Gregory at the start of the penultimate over, the batsman gone for a 28 made from only a dozen deliveries. Gregory looked like he'd turned the game again until his last 2 deliveries were sent to the boundary by Lewis McManus, leaving 8 to find for the last over of this thrilling match. And to the 3rd ball, McManus completed the remarkable victory for the visitors, he coming in and blasting 15 off 7 balls. 56 had been required for the final 4 overs, and Hampshire had done it with time to spare. They took the game by 4 wickets, a surprise result for sure, but one Somerset can swiftly put behind them as they take on Sussex back at Taunton on Sunday, the match starting at 2:30.